So, what exactly is project schedule crashing? How would you use it? And when would you know if it's not a good idea? If you're going to be in the project management field, these are definitely questions that you'll eventually have to answer. When we say that an activity will take a certain amount of days or even weeks, what we really mean is that the activity normally takes this many days or weeks. Normally is the key. We could make it take less time, but to do so would cost more money. Spending more money to get something done more quickly is called crashing. There are various methods of project schedule crashing, and the decision to crash should only take place after you've carefully analyzed all of the alternatives. The key is to attain maximum decrease in schedule time with minimum cost. So what methods are there? Well, you could increase resources, which comes with a quicker delivery time, but also has a lot of cost involved, plus new resources that you add to the project may or may not be as up to speed with some of the details, so it could actually slow it down. Fast tracking is another solution, which involves overlapping tasks that were initially scheduled sequentially. Or you might be able to optimize your schedule in other areas, say splitting long tasks into smaller chunks to squeeze more work into a shorter period of time, reducing lag time between tasks, or reducing the scope to eliminate less important tasks. Finally, sometimes the best method is some combination of resource addition and schedule activity alteration. For instance, adding additional qualified people to the task to be completed earlier and reassign members with less experience to tasks that do not have a pressing deadline. In addition to reassigning these members so they are more productive, you may be able to reschedule projects so several items can be worked on at once instead of sequentially. When do you not want to crash? Okay, well, let's kind of look at a simple guideline. Okay? Frankly, the time to stop crashing is when it no longer becomes cost effective. A simple guideline would be to crash only activities that are on the critical path. Crash from the least expensive to the most expensive so that you can see if you can get by with the least expensive activities. Crash an activity only till it reaches its maximum time reduction. It causes another path to also become critical. It becomes more expensive to crash than not to crash. Project success and failure is gauged on 3 critical criteria for success. If it's delivered on time, delivered on budget, and working properly. Failure in this area happens for a lot of reasons. And from my experience, I've seen it come from a lack of user involvement, meaning they give the requirements and then disappear. Unrealistic timeframes, not understanding the difference between delivery days versus man hours. Poor requirements, scope creep, no change control system, and poor QA for testing.